back, I'm Gerty Roo, back again, that Wednesday mood. Well, I'm in the sort of Wednesday mood that most people are in on Wednesday, which is kind of like Wednesday-ish. So today, because Wednesday is the day before Thursday, and it seems to be, correct me if I'm wrong, the 10th. Just checking. Yeah, it seems to be the 10th of July, which makes tomorrow the 11th. And you know what happens on the 11th? Well, we all know what happens on the 11th, don't we? Let's best not talk about it. Several things, especially if you're on Twitter, which I've come off. I've only got my video channel on there. Honestly, it's a cesspit. Can't be bothered with it. Some weirdos on there as well. Yeah, so I thought we'd look at this. All eyes will be on the Meghan Light and the Harold of Harrington for tomorrow, VTubers. Let's just jump in and see what Mr. Mike Graham's going to expound upon, or explode upon, or something's going to happen. Right, let's go.
All sorts of things, because there's a big trial going on. Alec Baldwin is finally on trial over in the US today. And also, we need to talk a little bit, I think, Kinsey, a very good morning to you, about Harry and Meghan, don't we?
Oh, no, not about Harry and Meghan, surely not. It's what with Kinsey being on there. I mean, it's not like she talks about Harry and Meghan at all, really, does she? I mean, she's quite backwards in coming forwards on that subject, I'd say. She's very circumspect, usually. Come on, Kinsey, darling. What's happening, darling? Tell on to go.
I mean, when do we not? They are.
I know.
We're going to see them this week, so I think this is the perfect.
Can I stop you then? Hang on a minute. I just sort of like get my nail file, and then you can go. You can just hold forth as much as you want, as long as I can do my nails while you're doing it. Right, do.
Opportunity to mention
off you go.
We're going to see them on Thursday night when Prince Harry is given the Pat Tillman Award for service at the ESPYs.
He's getting an award. That always winkles them out from under their shells, doesn't it? Because they are, well, they're sort of shy, aren't they? If you think Harry and Barry, whatever his name is, and that thing he's towed up with Madame Mal, they're kind of shy. They're like, oh, don't look at me, I'm shy. One of them. So, yeah, he's coming out, is he? Is he going to be rude to another celebrity this time? Like John Travolta? Who are we going to pick on this time? And make yourself look like an absolute cabbage. Yeah, so he's getting an award for something he didn't do, because, like, I mean, just don't say anything, don't be rude. Do not be rude, Gertius.
That is going to be viewed on ABC, which is a major media outlet here. So all eyes will be on Harry and Meghan, and at least in the States, over the next 48 hours.
Because people keep coming up out of the woodwork and saying, Harry, you really shouldn't take this award. This is really not something you should be doing.
No, you shouldn't really do that, should you? You shouldn't really do that, because it's like I always say, like, usually royal people give awards, they don't take awards. And it's like people that throw around things, they say, look at that person over there grifting, look at that person. Do you know when I lost my channel? Can you remember how many GoFundMes or coffee tip jars I started up for myself, anybody? Can any of you guys out there remember? Can you remember the live, all of my old subs that have been here forever and a day, where I raised £20 for my sister-in-law in Astraginlight in Wales? If you remember, I live in Sussex. Apparently that's grifting. That's called grifting nowadays. So I'm not sure what terminology would be the correct terminology to call somebody that's got everything and then grifts for a bauble. What amounts to a bauble? Another bauble to hang on his great big bauble-y chest. That he doesn't deserve. Go on.
I assume he's avoiding any of that advice and just going straight ahead and getting it.
Right.
I think that you're exactly right. I do not think that he will turn this down, although it would have looked amazing if he had. Pat Tillman, played for college.
I mean, what do you mean if he should have done? Oh my God, I don't even believe this. Wasn't the Queen, before anybody knew she had cancer, I'm sure it was the year, what year did she die? 22, she died just after my husband, so yeah, 22. So it must have been about 20 or 21. She was put up by the Saga magazine for an award. She turned it down. Because, like, that's what royal people do. Les Majesty, Noblesse, and all that. They don't take awards. They give awards, they don't take awards. Unless you're this gingerbread barnacle. Go on.
Football in the
bored
state
now,
of
you're boring me.
Also a professional.
I mean, if you think of it, where did he get these medals from? Because apparently, so he was in Afghanistan. I think that's like one medal, isn't it? It's not all of them. What's that other one for around there? It's like the Iron Bleeding Cross, say no more.
For the Arizona Cardinals in the state of Arizona, multiple opinion pieces have been written. They are irate over the comparison. And one woman told me specifically, Lori Roberts, who writes for the Arizona Republic, she said, it would be...
Yeah, shut up. Sorry, Kinsey. I've also been told by Helen. Do you remember Helen? All of you that have been with me for, well, since I started in 21. You must remember the eponymous Helen. She doesn't like your old girl. She doesn't like your old girl. I used to sort of try and like cope with her. And you know, like you do, you've got a mental relative sat in the corner just keep screaming stuff like bollocks for no reason. When the vicars come to tea, that sort of thing. So she's back. She's back. She's still butthurt because, well, I told you the story. Do you remember I told you the story about Helen? It turned out that she wasn't getting nothing. She was married 30 years. She didn't get nothing off her husband. Hated him in the end. Only turned out her husband was giving her mum one. And the reason she hates me, now this is psychology, is because apparently I look just like her mother. So there you go, that's why she hates me. And she's been everywhere all at once with another old drip that's always dripping around there. And yeah, oh, they don't like me. Oh, feelings mutual. Anyway, she's banned, blocked and everything from the channel. And if she writes any more shite and filth on my comments, I'll bloody report her next time because she's an idiot. And reporting is the zeitgeist of the moment. Listen, everybody reports everything for everybody. In my day, you didn't snitch. You didn't snitch. And if you did, snitches got stitches. Do you get me? But nowadays, I've had to get with the programme. I mean, you've got to be in there to win it, haven't you? In it to win it. And you can't just sit back and let everybody snitch on you and ruin you and say all sorts of things about your dead relatives without actually, like, fighting back and, like, getting with the programme, basically. So, yeah, Helen, if you're watching this, do one, love. Oh, yeah, because she's still about her cat fucked off and it went and signed itself into the local, what was it, Cats Protection League or something like that. Anyway, back to this thing. Because he's a grifter, it reminds me of Helen, another dreary drab. Go on.
A really princely thing of him to do, to turn down this award. And I agree. I thought
it's not a princely thing to do. He shouldn't even have accepted it, bleeding idiot. Anyway, how did he get it? Isn't there something to do with Pat Tillman's widow remarried to another woman, another bloke. Sorry, cut that. Gender slip up. Yeah, she's remarried to some other bloke now, but she's kept the Tillman sort of hyphenated her name so she can keep in there. But the charity, Pat Tillman charity, something to do with that. And they took some money off our swipes. So, do you get me? Obviously, there's an award coming. And the mother is sort of factored out of the whole programme. Right, let's go.
That was a nice description.
Yes, I think
here he is. Hello, Baltimore.
In the past week or so about how Meghan seems to be a little dismayed at the moment.
Oh, he's just a histrionic narcissist, isn't he, if you think of it? Absolute histrionic bleeding narcissist. Look at me, look at me, look at me.
The reaction to what he's doing, because up to now she's always believed, and both of them, I guess, have always believed that they are seen as philanthropists. They're seen as decent people.
Oh, they are not, literally not. There's a lot of people out there, and I know most of them that act like this. They want everybody to believe they're wonderful people, but really, when you just peep underneath a little bit and scratch the surface, they're bloody lunatics. They're off their bleeding trolleys, the load of them. I mean, there's some people, they want to be out there, they want everybody to love them. There's other people who just want to entertain people and make sure you can't recognise them, per se, by dressing up. Obviously, I'm referring to moi, because obviously it's my video. There's lots of people like me, so I could stand next to you in a queue, you wouldn't know it was me, okay? Then you've got other people that are very vociferous, 24/7 across every bloody media platform going, but they won't show their face or give you their real name. They'll tell everybody your real name, but they won't give you their real name. They're proper what you might call divvies. Or is it devies? It's hard to know. It is really hard to know. But they're like all the people like that. They're just bloody cowards. And I tell you what, every last one of them, apart from Helen, which she hasn't proved anything to the contrary, they're all men. And I know Helen is a woman's name, but it could be a bloke. Do you get me? Like Alice Riley. That's probably somebody I know in Bexhill. To be fair, it probably is. And, they're just there. They just, instead of getting on with their own little worlds, they've got to be in yours. I'm not earning a penny. I'm not doing anything. Minding my own business. I legally got my channel back. Doing my own shit, right? And they won't leave people alone. They won't let it go. And that's the same as these two. They've got that diseased personality that they've got to be out. I mean, the one I've just mentioned in Bexhill is now going to be an MP, apparently. Who does that remind you of? In a beige dress, looking at me. Well, she's actually looking at those ladies, but I mean, I'm looking at her, looking at them. So, you know what I mean? Look at her! That's a wonderful. I've got lots to give, basically to myself. I need to stroke my, what's it called? Ego. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of divvies, proper divvies out there, and yeah, seems I know most, and I attract them. I'm famous, you know. I'm famous for attracting psychotic men, darlings. I really am. Oh, yeah, and a certain psychotherapist. Here, you're getting all the gossip today, aren't you? Yeah. Bugger them too. Never mind about Meghan and bleeding Barry, whatever his name is, Barrington. Do you know a social media psychotherapist? Do you know them? Yes, everywhere all at once. Yes, apparently she rather hopes that my deceased husband comes back and haunts me. Well, I've been hoping that for quite a while, but I do think that if he did manifest somewhat as a spectre, it wouldn't be me he'd be specting. Definitely wouldn't be me, darlings. Definitely. Not as that sort of context that she used it. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you know, low on content, low on brains, low on charisma, low on charm, low on intellect, low on just negative, like these two people. And unless you're prostrating yourself at their feet, singing, Hosanna, Hosanna, aren't you wonderful? Honestly, you're the scum of the earth to them. So, yeah, I'm a grifter because I raised 20 quid at Christmas for my sister-in-law's homeless charity, registered homeless charity in Astraginlai in Wales. Grifters, never was there such devoted grifters. Maybe I'll get a medal. Do you think I might get a medal? I think I deserve a medal, really, when you think of it. I do, I've got a chest for medals as well, and I could fit quite a lot of medals on my chest. I really could. Go on, give us some medals. Anyway, I've had enough of them. Should we come back tomorrow? Should we reconvene, troops, and have a look at what he's done at this bleeding award? Because it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. Should we just play out this bit? What's going on? Come on.
You know, making sure that, you know, their good works are seen far and
right.
wide. But apparently,
no one
it's
cares.
not like that anymore in America. People are a bit fed up with them.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like you
forgot. What the frick is that she's wearing? What is that she's wearing? My God, these people. Yeah, you are right on this, because somebody sent me a link about this. I think, off the top of my head, Angela Complainer and the Megalite are buying their clothes from the same bleeding shop. And I think it might be Primark, to be fair, by the look of that wrinkly old bleeding rag. Anyway, with that, wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And remember, Gerty Rude, apparently, well, I suppose I'm just a divvy, aren't I, really? Poor little divvy me, hey? Anyway, bye-bye for now. Love you and leave you. And remember, you're the best person you've ever met in your entire life. Literally. Just tell yourself that every day. Unless you're a certain cabal of weirdos, and then you can just go flip yourselves. Bye-bye now.